All right, so Caleb Williams looked great.
Oh, dude, did he ever?
And, you know, that's the idea here. That's the idea, is let's get Caleb Williams, a coach who can scheme it up, who's with him in the quarterback room, who's with him in every single step of life, and who's coaching him hard, and that's why they got Ben Johnson. Let's get him that. Let's get him some more muscle up front.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Let's throw everything in the kitchen sink at him. Let's get him another tight end in the draft.
Another wide receiver.
And another wide receiver. And let's put those rookies out there against the Buffalo Bills. And let's beat the Buffalo Bills about the head, neck, chest, and body. And shut them out 38-0. Let's do that. Now, listen, Bears fans are just ready to just jump head over heels into this whole thing. But they also know better.
They have a lot of battle scars.
I mean, they've got a lot of, you know, quarterback
PTSD.
battle scars. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. But I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you what, man. Loveland, Colston Loveland, obviously I'm biased, but he is a terrific tight end. And Cole Kmet together. And Odunze and DJ Moore and the rest of that squad. This is what we're talking about.
I like it.
This is how you upend the NFC in terms of conversations and predictions and who's making it and who's not. That's how you upend the NFC North. That's how you get everybody in, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 3 weeks from tonight. Week 1 will be entirely in the books with the exception of the Monday Night Football debut of the 2025 season on ESPN and the family of networks when Joe and Troy are in that stadium in Chicago. When it's the Vikings at the Bears and J.J. McCarthy getting his first career start against Caleb Williams, who I believe Bears fans deep down believe it's his first career start too. Because last year was such a disaster. Even though they went 4-2 with a situation where he was left to his own devices on what film to watch. And also, as we learned when we did the Bears game in London against the Jaguars on NFL Network, which was the height of the Eberflus era with Caleb Williams, when Williams threw for 4 touchdowns and Kmet was doing everything from catching touchdowns to holding on extra points on touchdowns that he helped create, that we learned that they weren't scripting the first 15 plays for the kid either. And the one positives of last year, the 2 positives from last year is, 1, he got his ass beat, so he got that out of the way, hopefully. And 2, he didn't say a word. Nothing. 0. Didn't say a thing. While we now know in retrospect, everything that he and his father were concerned about over being drafted by the Bears was coming true. And he didn't say a word. And now here he looked like this last night in a preseason game. Now, obviously, Josh Allen's playing. There would be answers for the Bills that were not available to them last night.
Perhaps.
With James Cook now in the fold and signed. And I don't know if this is part of the Overreaction Monday that's coming up later on. That the Bills' window is no longer their window.
Rich, it's a preseason game.
Understood. Says a man who wagers on these affairs with hard-earned American dollars.
I mean, overs are like 20-2.
Got it. But that's exactly what you want to see. Certainly if you're hearing, well, Caleb Williams is having trouble grasping this, and he's missing the throwing net there, and all of the videos that we've seen throughout the summer. This is what you wanted to see, as we saw last night on Fox. Here's the coach afterwards.
He's really been locked in.
it's anytime you're a young player, there's usually a couple steps forward and one step back, and that's really been the story of his training camp, and he and I have been really open and honest about that as we've gone through, and he's had some really good practices, and then he's had a couple where it's like, that's not good enough, bud. So I thought really the 3 days of practice we had this week and this game were the most he stacked up good days in a row right now. And so the challenge is going to be to keep pushing in that direction.
And then, 21 days from now is probably when we're going to see him next. I imagine we're not going to see Caleb Williams in the third preseason game. I would doubt it.
No need to.
I don't think so. Like, let's put him into the season coming off of this performance. Couple of drives looking really good. This is what Caleb said about those aforementioned ups and downs afterwards.
Yeah, no, I think I had a couple of those practices throughout training camp where, I feel like I took 2 steps forward, and it's, maybe a bad practice or, small things that I felt like I got over, and then, I took a step back, and so it's just being able to keep that mindset, the growth mindset, the idea that, it's an understanding of that. Keep going, keep growing, keep getting after it, and keep leading these guys.
All right, so there you go. Listen, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You can take that. That's the way you win 66% of your games in Major League Baseball. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. They're your playoff team. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We're still here after Mike Del Tufo. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That was him on the dump button with Marshawn Lynch, his hour on the Rich Eisen Show on Friday. And we're still here.
It's like Paul Abdul once said that, right?
Right. Opposites attract.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, somebody once also said.
That was a meatloaf, right?
Yes.
This is not Paradise by the Day.
Again, everybody believes the Lions are going to be a little bit less than because they lost both their coordinators, right? This is the general sense. Again, we're in general sense mode right here. Vikings, we need to see.
Vikings need to
with
see.
J.J. McCarthy, right?
Yep.
The Packers, Jordan Love's already gotten his left hand all
Surgery on
jacked
his
up,
hand
right?
already.
Right?
Who are the wide receivers?
Well, there's many of them.
That's what I mean. Which one?
Which we just don't know whose day it is. But
Whose day is it?
that's more of a fantasy issue.
Yeah.
Actual reality issue that kind of helps a team when you don't know which one's day it's going to be.
Packers should be good.
Yeah. Well, I just mentioned 3 playoff teams from last year, and then there's the Bears. And if the Bears look like that and play like that on defense without Eberflus, because again, and you'll find this out too, sir, Eberflus knows how to coach defenses.
Yeah.
And he's an excellent choice for the Cowboys at that DC position.
Do you know what makes it even easier to coach defense?
With Micah Parsons.
Oh, yeah, when Levin's out there.
Thank you.
It's maybe a little bit easier.
But this is now a Bears segment, but I understand. I was the one who roped the Cowboys into it.
Look, man.
Let's see.
Down just a little
That's
bit.
exactly what you want to see from the Bears. Check that box. What does it mean? No idea. No idea. But, boy, do you want to see that. And we saw it. Good for the Bears. And good for Caleb. He's going to go into the season with a nice head of steam. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.